We're probably going to be about 30 minutes. I know the polls are now closing. We will be showing you those numbers as soon as they come in. We'll also be covering the board of, we'll be Henry County School Board and Blackberry as well, and that's going to be on part of the grid tonight as well with Vestal and Martin. And then the Commissioner of Revenue will be covering that. That's going to be, I think, a pretty close race. I think Ruth has been in office and got a little seniority there. It's going to be maybe a tough one there to win. Then we'll be covering the city treasurer, which we'll see Kendall Davis with Miss Clark. There again, experience over youth, 2 different strategies, 2 different plans. And also we'll be covering the Commonwealth Attorney, which with Patrick Flynn and also Miss Linda Hartzell. So those are going to be what we're going to be covering tonight as we begin to get those numbers in. Again, I want to give a big thanks to the whole crew here. Been working hard all day getting this entire election ready for tonight. And it's going to be a great night here for the election coverage. I want to get started by the first on my agenda tonight is going to be something you may not see on the board because we're going to do a little special highlight here, and that's for the sheriff of Martinsville. Again, Steve Draper is running for re-election in this, of course, running unopposed, and we've done some table talks with him, etc., and he is super glad to be running unopposed. And I will say this, it's my first year ever to vote outside of the Blackberry District, but I will say it was an honor to be able to vote in the city today for the first time. And I give our sheriff a call, Steve Draper, and I wanted to congratulate him because he only needed 1 vote, and I told him, I voted for you. So he is guaranteed a win tonight due to that vote. But we did catch the sheriff and we did have a word with him. And we're going to go to that video as, again, we know it's early, but he's running unopposed. Congratulations, Sheriff, and enjoy the video.
Well, I feel good. It's a good thing to run unopposed, that's for sure. But I do want the voters to know I appreciate the vote. I appreciate the support. That's why I'm out there. Started this morning, first thing, going to each location. Spent about 15, 20 minutes at each one of them. Started out real slow, but it has picked up here in the last couple of hours. Usually you'll see it from like 11:30 to 1. And like from 4 to 6, it usually picks up those 2 times. No, like I've said several times, and I think just the other day with your dad, I said, it does make me think when you have opposition, is it because people don't want the job, or is it because they're satisfied with our services, what our department's doing? And I hope it's second, because we're very fortunate. We've got a good staff, we've got good deputies, and I think they care about people. And that's my biggest thing, is to make sure that we hire people that care about people. Because when you're working inside a jail, that's what you really need. You got to have patience, and you got to want to help people. Because, we're kind of like I tell them when I hire them and interview them, you're kind of a supervisor. I mean, you're providing their daily needs, yes, but you also got to be there to listen to them when they talk, or if they've got something on their mind, or they got a headache, or you got to be there to help them. So. We screen our people pretty good, our applicants. Oh goodness, this is your voice. So this is your chance to get out and make your opinion known. Instead of somebody just being thrown into position, you can say, hey, I supported that person, or if they're not doing well, I didn't support that person. But everybody needs to take that privilege of voting, to give it the voice, to give us the voice that says, okay, I've supported this, or I supported that particular issue. Stick with that person at the issues that you believe in.
And thanks for staying with us. And again, you heard it first right here, official. Steve Draper will be your sheriff of Martinsville. Again, congratulations, Steve. I know those numbers will still be coming in, but congratulations. We'll jump right into the 48th district, We did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Phillips. We were unable to catch up with Melanie under the conditions. Everybody's been very, very busy, but also she's been really relatively quiet for BTW here, but we have discussed some things with Mr. Eric Phillips. Again, we'll talk a little bit about Eric Phillips here. Again, businessman. He went to college at Lee University and basically has done a lot in our community. Although we know he was elected and he's running for re-election. One cool thing about what I think about Eric is he's been seen probably everywhere in the community, and I know Melanie as well has been reaching out and doing a lot of things. It kind of surprises me when I see a guy and a gal that can get out and do what they have done in the past 6 or 7 months. But again, Eric Phillips is a resident here of Henry County, and he's also very much known as being a business owner, owns several businesses, and has thrived and done extremely well. He is affiliated with the Republican Party, and he has been a delegate since January of 2024. Again, there's a lot here. Healthcare and policies. He opposes unrestricted abortions, support parental consent and laws, strong supporter for the law enforcement, and serving on the Public Safety Committee. We had the opportunity to catch Eric today in the midst of all of his running and everything that he is involved in, and again, running for re-election. And this is what Mr. Eric Phillips had to say.
Well, I'm feeling good. It's a beautiful day, and which is a good thing. Hopefully people get out and exercise their right and vote today. I think we're going to be just fine. I think we've ran a campaign that I can be proud of, and tried to keep it positive and about the work that we've been doing, which is good work, hard work for the city of Martinsville, Henry County, and Pennsylvania County. I don't think that I really have done much different in the campaign than what I've done the whole time. I'm somewhere every night of the week in some sort of event, talking to voters, talking to people, trying to help, economic growth in this area, and do the things that the people in this area deserve from their representatives. So I'm proud to represent this area. I work really hard at it, take a lot of pride in it. It's an honor, it's humbling. Jokingly, people think I'm kidding, but I am just an old boy from Blackberry. Went to Sanville Elementary School. I've been blessed, worked really hard. A lot of things people don't know about me. I've been blessed with some success now in life and business and things, but it hadn't always been like that. Early in life, I dropped out of college, got married, started having kids, been through difficult times, hard times financially, things like that. So, I think I bring a good balance to understand what it is to need some support from the government, but also that the dream that is America is still alive, and that if you really want to be successful in this nation, in this country, and here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, if you work hard and you catch a few breaks here and there, and you let the good Lord help you, you can still be really successful. 2 years. So, this is really the first real election. The last time was a special election, so it was truncated. So, it's always interesting. Anytime you put yourself out there and for public office, you hear things about yourself that are news to you. You didn't realize you did that or did this or had that or had, whatever. I think that's just part of it. I think it's been disappointing for me. My opponent's called me a white nationalist and some things like that online. I've got screenshots of it, things like that. She's said she's had death threats that she's never shown anybody and things like that. And I just think, that the tone and the tenor of a lot of this stuff just needs to be taken down. I mean, we're not in Congress. This is a local representative. I'm going to see my voters in the grocery store. I want the best for this whole area. I want to see everybody do well, regardless of whether they vote for me or not. And so, I'm out every day just working hard to do the best thing I can for this. But I think what's been different this time, 4 of my colleagues have had legitimate death threats, unlike the false ones. People are in jail today awaiting trial across Virginia. And I think it's just, it's a bit much for a part-time state legislator who makes $17,000 a year, who spends months of their life out of town, to have to face that kind of stuff. It's fine to disagree, but I think that's the learning curve this year is really America as a whole, and Virginia included, needs to take the temperature down and quit just saying crazy things about each other and acting, violently, frankly. Well, I think they should vote for me because nobody's going to work harder, and nobody has worked harder for the 48th district than what I'm going to do. I think I bring the right approach from common sense, conservative issues that represents the values of this area, but also from economic development. I'm a businessman myself, have over 100 employees, and I think, you know, economic success in an area like ours fixes a whole lot of the other issues. You know, when you start seeing wages go up and better jobs and things like that, it starts fixing the poverty issue and helps fix the drug issue and all these kinds of things that have plagued our area since all the factories left 25 years ago or whatever. And I think that's really my focus, is just to do good things for our area, whether it's infrastructure and roads, whether it's better education, whether, you know, my opponent talks a whole lot about the healthcare situation. I was happy to sign on to a letter to the governor just this past week about rural healthcare transformation and about some money that's available from the federal government. So we're working hard. I think we're doing the right things. And people have to remember, I live in this community. My children live in this community. I have 3 grandkids that live in this community. No one wants to see better things for this area than I do, because my family lives here too. And we're going to work as hard as we can to make sure we start getting more of our share than maybe what we have in the past. I think Martinsville, Henry County, some of Pennsylvania County has been a little overlooked, but really we're the fastest growing area. We actually have some in-net migration. Instead of losing population, we're gaining it. We actually have the highest wage growth. There's a ton of good things happening. Part of that is that we had the furthest to go. There's one of my sons right there. Go vote for me, buddy. He works as a mechanic in one of my shops. But anyway, so yeah, man, I think I think I represent the values of this area, and I think you know, I do my best to represent our people well.
And again, thanks for staying with us here as we continue our coverage. Again, our numbers haven't come in at this time. They will begin to come gradually in as we stay here. Again, we just seen the interview there, 48th District, with Mr. Eric Phillips. And again, unfortunately, with Melanie Cartwright, we don't have a lot of information on her, nor have we seen much of her here with BTW 21. We do know that she does live in Martinsville, Virginia. We have a limited public information on her as well, and we also know that she is a new candidate and she is running as a Democrat. I want to take a quick look now. I was kind of giving the sheriff a hard time there a while ago earlier, but we also want to say Irishburg Supervisor Dillard will be reelected. He's running unopposed. School board as well in the Horse Pasture District, Valerie Edwards is running unopposed and will be reelected. Irish Wood, Ben Gravely is running unopposed, and he will also be reelected. And we're seeing some numbers beginning to come in now. Let me kind of refresh my page. It looks like we do have some numbers in. We'll show you on the screen. Williams, 440 over Rohr, 139. That's our first numbers in today for the 47th District. Again, going back to the Collinsville School Board, Sherry Whitlow is also running unopposed. Now as we're waiting on some of our numbers, we're going to take a quick commercial break, thank some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Have over 20,000 happy patients and 1,400 5-star Google reviews. This is Martinsville Family Dentistry. Smile, you're in good hands.
What makes your heart beat? A child's laughter? Dancing with someone special? Your team scoring the winning point? This February, during Heart Month, Sova Health is here to help protect those precious moments. Keep your heart strong by choosing heart-healthy foods, staying active, and knowing your numbers. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and family history. Because at Sova Health, we believe every heartbeat matters. Let's work together to keep your heart healthy for all of life's beautiful moments. Sova Health. Live your healthiest life.
This November 8th, the tradition roars on. The 33rd annual Big Bird Toy Run in memory of Ricky Big Bird Holcomb. Registration starts at 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 1. Ride begins at Thunder Road Harley-Davidson in Danville. and ends at Sport Lanes in Martinsville. $20 per rider, $25 for doubles, and every dollar helps bring Christmas cheer to local children. Join the ride. Join the tradition. The Big Bird Toy Run, November 8th. Be part of something bigger. Want to win the bike in this ad? Buy your raffle tickets today.
Need new tires? Don't spin your wheels searching. Cunningham Tire has been your trusted local expert for over 50 years. From all season to performance tires, we've got the brands you trust at prices that won't break the bank. Our certified technicians will get you back on the road fast. Visit our locations today. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
And thanks for staying with us here with our election coverage. We're about 20 minutes into our election coverage. And again, I want to say as we look, Williams, 440, Rohr, 139. Now just in the 48th district, Phillips with 272 and Cartwright with 73. Now we'll jump back into the 48th district House of Delegates. We did have a Barbara Hancock, an independent, who has dropped out of that particular race. Now, as the numbers continue to come in, and we will continue to show you them as we come in, we'll look a little bit here of Linda Hartzell and also Patrick Flynn. Two different platforms, two different scenarios here. Again, 6 years Hartzell has been in Martinsville, her role, public defense and private practicing. Reformed mindset, improving convictions, rates, and restore public trust back to the community. She also has talked to us and done some of our table talks and things here, as well as Flynn as well. Legal fairness, transparency, and responsibilities to the community and its citizens. She is an advocate for more accountable and responsible offices. Her political position is she's an independent running as an outsider to change the status quo. We had the opportunity to speak to Miss Linda Hartzell earlier over the phone.
Today is Election Day, Martinsville. I'm Linda Hartzell, and I'm running for Commonwealth's Attorney because we deserve better. The current administration has lost so many jury trials, letting criminals back out onto the streets and letting victims down. I bring broad experience, having been both a prosecutor and a defense attorney, and I know how to prepare cases that deliver justice. Experience matters and results count. Vote Linda Hartzell for Commonwealth's Attorney. Thank you.
Ms. Hartzell is also the founder of the law office of Linda S. Hartzell, PLLC, and former assistant public defendant and prosecutor here in Martinsville, and she has 6 years of practicing law in Martinsville and 19 years in Virginia. Now we'll take a look at the opponent here, Patrick Flynn, also Deputy Commonwealth Attorney, a former defense attorney, and DDS agency lawyer. We'll look at his campaign focus, continuing on maintaining and enhancing current official operations. Legally, he also wants to victims advocates and efficient case handling. We'll take a look at his political situation. It says independent endorsed by outgoing Commonwealth Attorney Andy Hall. We had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Flynn earlier today.
It's surreal. It has not hit me. You know, it's been a sprint. Even got up at 4 something this morning to get out here. It's really cold. I was expecting to be a little bit warmer, so we're waiting for the sun to come out because I need that sun. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's here. It's just surreal at this point. Just kind of taking it all in. Whew, yes. I mean, that's too much to count. I mean, really just meeting with people, you know, it's just seeing what people are really interested in, what the community is asking for, you know, and frankly, a lot of it's also some of the stuff that, you know, is not even my office that's been interesting to learn, learning about the process. So I think just meet with people and really, it's too much to count, really. Just, I think that's where I'm at. This is how the system works. You know, if that's why we are special in this, you know, in our little world, is you have a chance to go out and talk with people, see what they're wanting, and for people to vote, they can hear what I say, hear what my opponent says, hear what everyone say, and they make the decision. It's all about what the people want, and it's important that you all go out and vote to get their voice heard, to get the right people in office, because what people realize is this government is not a set it and forget it. And it really can't be. We've gotten too much to this point where we vote on November and you're not involved. But you need to vote on November, but also be involved beyond there, because this is a full-time job for making this work, and people need to be involved to communicate what's going on. It's important because it's our way of life. And if at the end of the day if people aren't voting to get their words, someone else's word's going to go out there. And it all works when we all get together, we all say our words, we all vote. That's what's important. So I say that if you don't go out and vote, this whole system that we have, it doesn't work. So that's why we need everyone to come out and vote and get their voice heard. Well, I'd say why people vote for me, kind of the hit this home is I'm the one who has been the chief deputy. I have the experience doing jury trials. I have experience running the office. I have a plan for day one. I've already got things that I want to launch day one, such as the mental health docket, which I've talked about. Really, I'm ready to hit the ground running, and that's why people should vote for me, is I've actually done the job, I've actually done jury trials, followed all the rules throughout this whole thing, and I'm the one who's been showing up, going to all the forums, all the events, so I'm here, I'm ready to go, and I think that's my last sales pitch to everyone, is I'm ready to go, please vote for me.
Again, continuing our coverage here as we'll go back to the interview with Flynn, we'll take a quick look. We got some new numbers in, again, for the Commonwealth Attorney, Patrick Flynn, 415, and Hartzell, 315. We'll jump over to the City Treasurer, Clark with 172, and Davis with 88. If you're just tuning in, Wren has 440 votes, and Rohr has 139. 48th District House of Delegates, Phillips has 272 votes, and Cartwright has 73. Now we'll go back to Flynn. Flynn, again, if elected, continues with current leadership and practice, focus on operational efficiency and law enforcement coordinations, strong emphasis on convictions and advocates. So again, want to thank all of our guys for getting out, getting these interviews, and for everybody taking time. I know everybody's been busy going from place to place, trying to get this day kind of behind them. But we're going to begin to see more numbers coming in. Again, we'll take another quick look at these numbers before we take another quick commercial. We'll refresh here, see what we got. We got some more numbers in for Phillips and Cartwright. It looks like Phillips 644, Cartwright 381. We'll jump back over to the 47th District. Again, Williams with 444 votes, with Rohr 139. And for those of you just tuning in, it looks like Martinsville City Treasurer, Clark has 172 and Davis has 88. Commonwealth Attorney, Patrick Flynn with 415 and Hartzell with 315. Now again, as you can see, the numbers consistently rolling in. we'll get some information now on the Commissioner of Revenue. Easley at 415 and Carmichael at 357. So that's still a pretty tight race there for the Commissioner of Revenue. We're going to take now and pause for a quick commercial break, thanking our sponsors. When we come back, we'll continue our election coverage here in Martinsville in Henry County.
Whether you're looking for assisted living, independent living, memory care, or a welcoming place to call home, Fork Mountain locations provide a safe, nurturing environment where residents thrive.
Remember when stores had a little bit of everything? At West Franklin Mercantile in Rocky Mount, we still do things the old-fashioned way. From handmade toys and Carhartt bibs to garden tools and work boots, you'll find something for everyone. We'll even special order just what you need. Visit us at 1380 Franklin Street, open Monday through Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. West Franklin Mercantile, where tradition lives on.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
Greensboro Dental Associates is not your average dental office. It's your homey local practice. Everyone is friendly, honest, caring, and kind. They have curated a positive hometown culture, and they take the time to listen to you. You're not another number. They treat you like family, and that's what I want in a dental office. Trust me, you'll be glad you went to visit them.
Greensboro Dental Associates, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. Give us a call so we can help you achieve your best smile.
Thanks for staying with us here in our election coverage. And if you're just tuning in, we'll jump back into the freshest updates we've just received, and that would be with the 48th District House of Delegates. It looks like Phillips has jumped to 853, and Cartwright is at 381. Now we'll take a quick look throughout. Williams, 444, over Rohr, 139. Looks like Commissioner of Revenue, those numbers hasn't changed yet. We've got 415, and I will refresh. I heard we might have some new numbers. Let's take a look. Commissioner of Revenue has not changed, still 415 over 375 of Carmichael. Now we have seen some numbers change here in the city treasurer. City treasurer Clark now with a 502 votes over Davis, 250. We'll jump over here to the Commonwealth Attorney. Again, those numbers are the same as of now. 415 Flynn over Hartsell, 315. Now, we also today, we had the opportunity to speak with other individuals. We'll jump into the Blackberry District, which we haven't seen any numbers come in as of yet, but we talk a little bit about Jim Adams. I think he is in his 24th year of running here in election. He's big in emphasis on economic development, and he's also affordable housing and workforce development. He's also states that it needs to be stable fire and EMS services throughout our community, and he emphasizes fiscal responsibility and transparency, maintaining a strong fund balance, used that it will matching grants and events of infrastructure and ensure public business is done transparently. We had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Adams earlier today.
Well, I think after a long season of campaigning, most everyone is ready for today to come. We've had a number of people that voted early, which is always great that people are enthused about getting out to vote. This particular precinct today has been extremely busy. We've had activity since very early in the morning, a line at 6 o'clock this morning. So emotional-wise, I'm just glad to get to this day. I think you always learn a number of different things. You learn what's on voters' minds that they may have not expressed before. You see what's important to people, and you have to evaluate that and take that as part of the process.
And lastly, why should someone vote for you? If we're seeing this a little bit early, why should they vote for you?
I think that they should vote for me because of the experience, the vision that we've had. We've started with a period of time where there was a tremendous loss of jobs and the economy was really shaky. We've turned that around to where unemployment is very low. Added over 8,000 jobs since 2004. You lose some, but we're continuing to add. We've got other businesses. We've developed business parks. The vision was not just a short-range plan. It was a long-range plan to revive our area and make sure people had jobs to where they had a steady income for their family.
We'll go right back into some fresh updates here we got for the 48th District House of Delegates. Eric Phillips has been bumped up to 1305, and Cartwright has been bumped up to 533. So far, it looks like all the other numbers are consistently where they were. As again, we talked a little bit about Jim Adams. One of his major focuses was on countrywide projects, businesses, attraction throughout infrastructure, housing, and workforce. And we want to get into his running with Ray Reynolds. Again, Ray Reynolds, a lot of people have been talking a lot about Ray Reynolds. Again, Ray Reynolds here has got a lot about cleaning up visually and making the community a much better place to visually see. Now that we've seen that as well with Chris Lawless, a lot of grass and cleanup. This is something that was also one of Ray Reynolds' projects, was wanting to get rid of some of the housing that was abandoned and structures that look really bad in the community of Blackberry. And also he talked about community involvement, his emphasis on community involvement, stating the residents should step up for cleanup efforts since the county lacked the trash cleanup. And we had the opportunity to speak to Ray today, and he was pretty excited about the turnout he had seen thus far in the election.
I'm feeling good. I went to, I'm feeling great. I was at Samville at 10 till 6. I stayed there about 30 minutes. The first 25 people, I guess 20 said, I got you. I got here this morning so far. I'm at out at Philpott Dam Road. There's probably been 165 people come through. I give out cards, and I've had at least 40 people said, don't need it, I got you. Everybody said they won't change. That's what everybody's told me. I said, I've asked them, why are you voting for me? They said, because you're getting the place cleaned up, you're getting it respectful, and we won't change. We want somebody that's going to do what they say. And Jim Adams is a good man, but we need somebody that's going to do the job. They don't even need it. They just, several people I've done business with, I changed the oil on their car, I bought picture frames from a guy. They come up and they said, oh yeah, I got you. A guy that used to run a movie place, he said, you and your wife used to come in and get movies. He said, you've always supported me, I want to support you. And then I had a lady at the school, she said, I worked at the school, she said, you always give me pictures and you always took care of my kids. So me doing the things in the community is coming back to help me, I think. But people won't change. That's the biggest thing. People won't change. There's a large, the amount of voters here is 950. So far, 165s came. So it's going to be a good turnout. A big turnout usually means change, and change means I win. The biggest thing is people's not used to hearing the truth and hear the facts. I'm not the rubber stamp guy. I'm not the guy that tells you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. And sometimes what's resonating with people, because I've showed the pictures. People are visual, and I'm a photographer too. So when people see the pictures of what I'm saying, it's not just talk, it's action. And that's what people want. And they know I've been in construction 40 years. They know I build things. They know I remodel things. And that's what they're looking for, somebody that can remodel. Blackberry needs to be remodeled. It needs to be built from the ground up. Well, a lady's 93 years old, come over and she hugged my neck and she said, okay, why should I vote for you? And I said, you cook? She said, I cook all the time. I said, what you got in your drawers? And she started talking about saran wrap. I said, you got any Reynolds wrap? She said, yes, I do. I said, well, think of Reynolds wrap. I got you covered. And now, before she left, she told 3 people, that man over there, he's got you covered. I said, think of Reynolds wrap because I got you covered.
Again, thanks for staying with us. We'll jump right into some new numbers that just came in. Renton Williams is now at 603, and Rohr is at 178. We'll jump into the 48th District House of Delegates. Phillips is at 1537. Cartwright is at 683. And those are our numbers. We'll go ahead and recap for the Commissioner of Revenue. Easley is at 415, and Carmichael's is at 357. We'll go into the City Treasurer of Martinsville. Clark has 502, and Davis has 250. Commonwealth Attorney, we see Flynn at 415, and Hartsell at 315. Now, we just seen Mr. Reynolds as he gave us that interview today. Again, he believes that there needs to be less emphasis on large business development and more on our neighborhoods, revitalization, and he also has mentioned keeping taxes from getting any higher. He's a strong emphasis, again, in the district about abandoned homes, cleanup, reopening the community center as an anchor, and he also serves on some platforms focusing more on visual infrastructure issues rather than specific servant agencies. Again, his priority on grass cutting and cleanup and residents involves saying, if you live here, you should help. Again, some pretty strong points. Again, we talk about the Blackberry District. I have been in the Blackberry District for 54 years. And we've talked about infrastructure through the years, and not so much we're going to see a great large business, so to speak, in the Blackberry District. But we got a lot of beautiful places, Bowens Creek, etc. Those are some things that he's mentioned. Tourism and people coming to have to see some of the things they see when they go down in some of those developments is just an eyesore. So again, that's kind of Ray Reynolds' perspective on. Again, he does mention taxes in the city and the county, and trying to avoid any raising of taxes, and also trying to keep the budget to where we can do some new things. You know, Ray's thing is we can do better. So if he's elected, let's see if we can do better. Now we'll take a little time now to take a quick commercial break as we're receiving some of our numbers. And actually, I'm going to refresh here before we take our break. And it looks like we do have some now from the Blackberry District. Jim Adams is at 162. Ray Reynolds is at 94. So now we see that race kicked off. Jim Adams, again, 24 years, veteran. Don't want to say old school versus new school, but we see a lot of new ideas coming from the Reynolds side. We'll see what happens there. We got Phillips at 1820 and Cartwright at 921. At this time, I believe that's going to catch us up for some of our numbers. No, let's jump down here now to the Henry County School Board Blackberry District. Again, we see Vestal at 163 and Martin at 94. So we'll just take it from the top here, and as we go through, before we take a quick commercial break, Blackberry District, Jim Adams leading with a 162 over 94 Reynolds. 47th District House of Delegates, Williams 603 over Rohr, 178. 48th District House of Delegates, Phillips 1820 over Cartwright 921. And we'll go back to the Henry County School Board. Again, just got these numbers in. Vestal at 163, Martin at 94. Commissioner of Revenue, Easley, still those numbers haven't got all those in. 415 over Cartwright, 357. City Treasurer, Clark at 502 over Davis, 250. And the Commonwealth Attorney, we still have Flynn at 415 over Hart Cells, 315. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have some updated numbers. And actually, before I take that break, let's see if we've got some new numbers. Ren Williams, let me double check here. Ren Williams has took a major jump here at 1244 over Roar 413. So a big jump there for Williams as he takes a pretty significant lead over Roar. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Everybody stay tuned. We're going to be back to our election coverage here in Henry County in Martinsville.
Glad you went to visit them.
Greensboro Dental Associates, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. Give us a call so we can help you achieve your best smile.
Discover comfort, care, and community at our boutique Fork Mountain North. Enjoy beautiful surroundings, compassionate care, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing your loved ones are in good hands. Whether you're looking for assisted living, independent living, memory care, or a welcoming place to call home, Fork Mountain locations provide a safe, nurturing environment where residents thrive.
Remember when stores had a little bit of everything? At West Franklin Mercantile in Rocky Mount, we still do things the old-fashioned way. From handmade toys and Carhartt bibs to garden tools and work boots, you'll find something for everyone. We'll even special order just what you need. Visit us at 1380 Franklin Street, open Monday through Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. West Franklin Mercantile, where tradition lives on.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
Greensboro Dental Associates is not your average dental office. It's your homey local practice. Everyone is friendly, honest, caring, and kind. They have curated a positive hometown culture, and they take the time to listen to you. You're not another number. They treat you like family, and that's what I want in a dental office. Trust me, you'll be glad you went to visit them.
Greensboro Dental Associates, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. Give us a call so we can help you achieve your best smile.
Discover comfort, care, and community at our boutique Fork Mountain North. Enjoy beautiful surroundings, compassionate care, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing your loved ones are in good hands. Whether you're looking for assisted living, independent living, memory care, or a welcoming place to call home, Fork Mountain locations provide a safe, nurturing.
Thanks for staying with us again on our election coverage. We'll jump right into the new numbers. The Collinsville district is now in the race. It looks like Lawless has stepped off a pretty significant lead here of 212 over Bryant 66. Again, numbers just coming in as well for Blackberry district with Adams 162 and Ray Reynolds at 94. Ren Williams took a pretty significant jump before we took the commercial break at 1244 over Roar 413. Phillips is still 232 over Cartwright 990. Rest of our numbers are the same as they were before we took the commercial break, but as we're waiting for those numbers to come in, we'll just continue our coverage here. We will go ahead and show you the Henry County School Board at Blackberry. Again, Sherry is 163 over Martin's 94. Ruth Easley is 415 over Carmichael's 357. Martinsville City Treasury, Clark is still 502 over Davis 250. Commonwealth Attorney, Flynn, 415. Over Hart Sales, 315. Now, we were just talking a little bit about Ray Reynolds and cleanup, and then we'll get into the District of Collinsville here as we talk a little bit about Chris Lawless. Chris Lawless, as we know, has been an advocate of cleanup, community beautification, and trash pickup. We also know he's heavily supporting support and grow trade jobs and a local workforce. He also emphasizing housing and infrastructure. And he's also looking for economic competitiveness with businesses throughout our community. He supports better commissioning and support for first responders. Compensation, excuse me. He supports better compensation for supporters and also responders, volunteers, which I think that is a big one as well. We also had the opportunity earlier today to speak to Mr. Chris Lawless, and this is what he had to say.
I'm really anxious. I'm excited. I'm glad to see what the people want and how we can move forward, and really I want to see what people, if they really want change. I've seen a lot of young people come through the polls today, a lot of older people too. Been a mixed variety. I'm trying to keep all my crews going right now. I'm running around. I'm going to start being in all the spots, but I tell everybody this is a day when we can finally make a change for everybody. And that's what we need to do. This whole time in my life it's been a struggle and been a fight. And now I want to fight for Henry County, and I want to take us in the right direction. And that's why it's so important. Today is the last day to vote. I have worked a year and a half to get to this point, and today's the day. So it's like the Super Bowl for me in a different way, and it's like a multi-million-dollar contract I feel like I'm going for here, and I want to see and hope that the people put their faith in me and allow me to be able to be me and show people what I can do. And if you don't know me, I invite you to get to know me. Come up and talk to me. I'm hitting everybody up. It's coming in. They're starting to come in. We're over here on Old Chatham Road right now, and we're going to be going through all the out spots. But like I said before, locally affects you directly. Most of the time, that in-person deal always does a lot better, and sometimes you can change people. And people just don't know because they're not educated. So you want to tell them who you are and what I stand for. Generally, once people hear my message and what I'm trying to do, where I'm like, hey, I'm the trash and grass guy. We've got trash pans going on. We're trying to educate the youth, right? We got grant money where we can go in and start doing mascots to keep these kids to learn trash is really bad and why it affects your area. And then like the grass, with how it looks in Collinsville, getting that mowed, taking that care of. The trades, not all kids want to go to college. Some of them need to learn to start making money out of high school. And that's what I want to help some of these young people do. My son's 9. I don't want to see him leave. I want to see him stay here. And the same thing with my adopted son. He wanted to make money, so he left. I won't go pay him what he thought he was worth right now, so he left the area to go make some money. But I want to prevent that from happening, and I want to keep our young people here or have that option anyway. And I tell people all the time, I want another DuPont. We always hear about a DuPont, but I ain't seen it in my lifetime yet. But I know there are families that are still living off of that wealth that was created from just working a great job like that at the time. So again, I want to bring business back in here. I want to grow my community. And whether I win or lose, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. That's what I'm telling people. And once I tell people out there, yeah, man, they're on board. And it's like, it's been really great to get that feeling. And I've had a lot of people that they come to me and they say, hey, man, we're really counting on you to look out for us. And that means a lot to me, too. So, I'm doing what I can do, and I'm out here, and I'm going to give it all I can for the rest of the day. Because if you really want change, this is the change I think we need and we want. And if you don't want to change, then don't vote me. But I promise you, I'm a man of my word, and I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And I want to prove a lot of people wrong that didn't think I could do right. And I also want to do right by my community, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I want to tell everybody, even if you don't support me, I hope that you will in the end, because I will eventually win you over. I don't give up. I don't have hate. I don't have ill will. I don't waste my time on it. And I'm not going to waste my time on it in the future. I want to move my community forward. So when you go in and you want to vote, you vote for Lawless if you want to vote for change.
And again, as you're watching BTW 21 here, your election coverage, as we jump back into Ren Williams, we've got some new numbers. Ren Williams is now 14-15 over Roar 5-14. We were talking just before we took the commercial break about Chris Lawless. Again, Chris Lawless is pitching himself as a fresh voice focused on grassroots community cleanup, workforce trades, jobs development, neglecting neighborhoods, and use vital appeals to be a part of economic development in the Collinsville district. Again, he's an advocate to keep the curbs clean. He's an advocate to make it look good when everybody comes through here because he was just like, it's such an eyesore for race fans and everybody to come through and unfortunately not be Casablanca and everything in place. So he has a very big demand to keep this place clean. So, and right now it's showing 212 over 66 over Joe Bryant. But again, we did also have the opportunity to speak to Mr. Joe Bryant. And again, he made some statements as well about job creation and education is his main goal. He also brings business experience. Again, Bryant Radio, if I'm not mistaken, is over 50 years old. And he also notes there's some ongoing projects in infrastructure and timing development he would love to see fulfilled while he was on the board. That was one of the reasons he talked about it. He wanted to see these things finished but while he was on the Board of Supervisors. We had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Joe Bryant earlier today.
Well, I'm feeling great. I really do. I am happy that the day is here. You know, it's finally come to election day, and I'm grateful for I have the opportunity to get out and please greet the people that's coming in to vote. We've had a decent turnout this morning, and I hope that, you know, things will go good for me. It seems like things are positive right now. You know, I'd like to tell the people out there that hasn't got up and got out to vote, you know, get up and get out and vote. You know, that's your patriotic duty is to vote. You know, vote for me nationally if you would, but if you don't, it's still your responsibility as an American citizen to get out and vote. But having said that, you know, I'm happy with the way things turned out as far as the elections that on my part, the things that I've done for me running for supervisor. I'm happy the way that I've done my campaign this year. I've been ultra conservative for my campaign this year, as most people know. I think that most people in this district know me pretty well. They know what I stand for. They know what I do. And, you know, I'm, as I've told you before, I'm a very religious person. You know, I put my faith in God, that God will pick the right person, you know, to work this job. You know, I don't pray to him that he gives me the job. You know, I pray for him to give me the wisdom to do the best that I can. And so, you know, we're here today, and we're just going to have to wait it out. I'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight, and hopefully things will turn out the way that I want them to turn out. I'm expecting we have a good turnout this morning and throughout the day. So, but you know, and that's something else too, is that the people that's coming out voting this morning, they're serious, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that don't even want to be bothered to ask questions about it, you know, they're going to get in the vote. But I understand that, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'm happy. I'm thrilled. Each one of your opponents are different. You know, each one of them have a different alternative about the way they're going to run for re-election. I was not thrilled with the campaign that my opponent's running this year. Of course, I don't tell him what to do and not what to do. You know, he's got to run his own election, and I run my own election. I have never been one to go out and campaign on things that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this, because it's not just me. I've got other supervisors that's got to go along with me to get things done. So I work real good with the supervisors that's on the board right now, and I plan on working another 4 years with them. Yeah, you know, number one, experience. I mean, I think I'm the most experienced person here to vote for. You know, I've been there is things that I have been working with the county for the last 16 years since I've been on the board. I know people now. You know, I'm seasoned. You know, I know the points of contacts that we got to go to get things done. I handle whether people are not out there understand the responsibility of a supervisor, but there's a lot of things that I do behind the scene that people just don't know about. And I'm qualified. I'm well qualified. I'm well seasoned. I'm healthy enough to handle it for another 4 years. So yeah, if people respect that and think that I am the one for office, but like I said, if people understand the importance of having someone that's experienced on the board, someone that is well trained, well seasoned, then I'm the man. I'm the man for it. I'm well seasoned. I'm well trained. I've got vast knowledge of how the county works. And I don't say that a new person might not can learn that right there, but you have to ask yourself a question: what new person are you going to get in there that has a savvy to get out and do what I've done?
Again, thanks for staying with us. We'll jump right back into some fresh numbers. We've just got in for the 48th District House of Delegates. Then we'll jump back to Joe Bryant. 2,224 votes now in for Mr. Phillips, and Ms. Cartwright is at 1,094. As we just seen that interview, again, we'll go back. Joe runs from a established incumbency and is also experienced in business and physical management, education, leading to jobs, and guidance through long-term projects. Is one of Joe's platforms bringing to the table. Now we'll go back and we'll just take a look overall at what we've got here in the district. Again, Lawless, 415 over Bryant, 162. Again, we see Lawless was big on litter, trash pickup, neglected roads. Pretty much less emphasis on that from the Bryant camp, but he also wanted more focus on broaden jobs and education. We'll jump now into the Blackberry District with Mr. Ray Reynolds and Adams. Adams 162 over Reynolds 64. Again, two different platforms there. Again, Mr. Reynolds was an advocate for getting things cleaned up. Never seen a whole lot about the houses and infrastructure that needed to be tore down or the way anything looked in Blackberry, but Ray began to do cleanup on his own. One thing we did see out of Mr. Reynolds is when he said he was going to get a job done, he got the job done. So I know we're also going to see Jim Adams, as we've already seen his interview, a lot of that, talking about infrastructure and things from the past and even keeping some bigger things moving into the future. But also, we want to see everything in our community cleaned up and looking nice. And again, one thing I have to say about Mr. Reynolds is when he said he was going to get it done, then he did get it done. So right now we're going to see that race running pretty close. 162 for Adams and again 94 for Reynolds. But that's only, if I'm not mistaken, one precinct has come in for that district. Now we'll take a quick look here at the 47th District House of Delegates. Williams is 1,415 over Rohr, 514. Now we'll jump into the 48th District House of Delegates. Eric Phillips with a significant lead over Cartwright, right here at 2,224 votes over 1,094. We'll jump into the school board Blacksburg District here. Again, those numbers are still, they haven't changed right now. I know we're still getting those numbers in. We got Sherry with 163 and Martin at 94. Commissioner of Revenue, still easily as with 415 over Carmichael at 357. Jump into the City of Martinsville Treasury. Clark is 502. Davis is still at 250. Again, some of these numbers are being calculated as we speak. The Commonwealth Attorney, Patrick Flynn, is still on top at 415 and Hartsell at 315. So these are our numbers currently, as we'll keep those on your screen for you to take a look at. And as the numbers continue to come in, we will continue to give you some information. I just got the cue that we've got some new numbers in. So we'll take a look at our new numbers. And yes, it looks like we got some finals here. And let's jump right into the finals. Ruth Easley, 2,267 votes over Carmichael, 1,593. And that's going to do it. That's going to win the election for Ruth. We'll jump over into the Martinsville City Treasury. 2654 for Clark. And that is going to be a victory over Kendall Davis at 1141. Commonwealth Attorney Patrick Flynn will take home the win. Now that so far has been the closest race. 1968 against 1676. That was a close race. So far, that's the closest race we've seen. But now we'll jump over into the Collinsville district. Chris Lawless has taken a little bit more substantial lead with 415 over 162, Joe Bryant. Reynolds and Adams stays the same at this point. And Williams is still 415 over 514 Rohr. Eric Phillips again, a significant lead, 2651 over Cartwright's 1,234. Again, we'll keep it right here on the screen for the next few moments as some of those numbers are getting tallied up, and we're going to try to get them to you just as quick as we possibly can. Again, we did have interviews with Clark today, and unfortunately, we're going to continue looking at our numbers. Let's take a quick look as we refresh our numbers. You're going to be able to see that Phillips, again, pretty much taking a huge lead here over Cartwright. 3,450 over 1,505. Phillips is definitely taking a big lead in the 48th district, as well as the 47th district when Ren Williams is also taking a substantial lead over Rohr. We do have three developments that are done, or the race is over. Again, Ruth Easley will continue her role as Commissioner of Revenue, and we will have a new treasurer. Miss Clark will be the new treasurer of the city of Martinsville, and Patrick Flynn will be the Commonwealth Attorney. Those are some of our most accurate numbers that we have currently at this time, and we're going to continue to stay here for the next few moments. Again, we did have the opportunity to speak to Miss Clark, but what I want to do now, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you more updated numbers, and then we'll also see what Miss Clark had to say earlier today. Stay tuned. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back to our election coverage.
But now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Welcome to Martinsville Family Dentistry, your local trusted dental experts. Faithfully serving the Martinsville community since 1978, we offer everything from dental implants to routine hygiene visits. Give our office a call to schedule an appointment and find out why we have over 20,000 happy patients and 1,400 five-star Google reviews. This is Martinsville Family Dentistry. Smile, you're in good hands.
What makes your heart beat? A child's laughter? Dancing with someone special? Your team scoring the winning point? This February, during Heart Month, Sova Health is here to help protect those precious moments. Keep your heart strong by choosing heart-healthy foods, staying active, and knowing your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, and family history. Because at Sova Health, we believe every heartbeat matters. Let's work together to keep your heart healthy for all of life's beautiful moments. Sova Health. Live your healthiest life.
This November 8th, the tradition roars on. The 33rd annual Big Bird Toy Run in memory of Ricky Big Bird Holcomb. Registration starts at 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 1. ride begins at Thunder Road Harley-Davidson in Danville and ends at Sport Lanes in Martinsville. $20 per rider, $25 for doubles, and every dollar helps bring Christmas cheer to local children. Join the ride. Join the tradition. The Big Bird Toy Run, November 8th. Be part of something bigger. Want to win the bike in this ad? Buy your raffle tickets today.
Need new tires? Don't spin your wheels searching. Cunningham Tire has been your trusted local expert for over 50 years. From all season to performance tires, we've got the brands you trust at prices that won't break the bank. Our certified technicians will get you back on the road fast. Visit our locations today. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Welcome to Martinsville Family Dentistry, your local trusted dental experts. Faithfully serving the Martinsville community since 1978, we offer everything from dental implants to routine hygiene visits. Give our office a call to schedule an appointment and find out why we have over 20,000 happy patients and 1,400 five-star Google reviews.
Election coverage here on BTW 21. I'm Chad Hall here for BTW 21 Election News. Just got in some information here from the city of Martinsville. All the votes have come in. It looks like Eric Phillips with 1539 in the city of Martinsville and Cartwright with 2310. So overall in Martinsville, it looks like Cartwright had the largest amount of votes. But when we look at the overall, Phillips still with 4989 and Cartwright at 3815. So again, Phillips still with a substantial lead, but unfortunately he lost to Martinsville. That's good for her because it did change the status of her right now because it was really getting one-sided until all the Martinsville numbers have came in. Again, as you can see on the bottom of our screen, the Commissioner of Revenue race is over. Ruth Easley has won that with 2,267 votes. The Martinsville City Treasurer is also, that race is now over with Sheila Clark, 2,654 votes. And the Commonwealth Attorney is over now with Patrick Flynn at 1968. Now we'll take a look again in the Collinsville district. Our numbers haven't changed. I think we've got 2 districts out of 4 has came in for the Collinsville. Again, Chris Lawless is at 415 and Joe Brown is at 162. Now we'll take a look at the Blackberry district. I think we have only 1 district so far. That's Reynolds at 94, Jim Adams at 162. So that's a close race. That can make some significant changes as these polls begin to send in the numbers. Ren Williams, 1415 over Rohr, 514. That's going to catch us up for now as we're waiting on some more of our numbers to be kind of calculated in. But again, we did have the opportunity to speak to Miss Clark today as she was from poll to poll getting ready for the end of the election. And hey, I want to say to everyone that's been running, although a lot of them, we haven't spent a lot of time with a lot of them, but let's take a quick look here. Let me refresh. I think we have some new numbers in. We do. Let's take a look at the Collinsville district. The Collinsville district, again, looks like Chris Lawless continues continues to move forward in winning this race. 598 over Joe Bryant's 238. And if I'm not mistaken, those are the only numbers that has changed. So again, it's looking good for Chris Lawless in the Collinsville district for the Board of Supervisors. Again, we'll go back down to the Henry County School Board. The Blackberry, those numbers hasn't changed in a while. Again, we got one precinct in. Vestal at 163 and Martin at 94. That's 3 out of 4 for Collinsville. So we only got one more district, so we could just about say that it would have to be all Joe Bryant for him to probably be reelected at this point. I'm not going to call it, it's still doable, but I would say Chris Lawless has the up on winning this election. Again, we'll take a look at, again, we spoke with Ms. Sheila earlier today, and we'll take a quick little view. Unfortunately, this is not going to be her victory speech, but we did have the opportunity to speak to Ms. Sheila Clark earlier today.
Well, today is going very well. I've seen a lot of people, and they've been very encouraging, very supportive. So overall, it's been a good day. Well, it was a lot more involved than what I thought it was going to be, and it was a lot of public speaking that I don't do very well. I do better door to door, and so I did a lot of that. There's issues that people have difference about different things, so and I think voting is necessary because I'm the most experienced. I know the day-to-day activities that go on in the office. I've been trained, and why waste time and money on someone who's nothing about the office when I have 29 years of experience.
Again, not a victory speech there by Sheila, but again, congratulations to Ms. Sheila Clark for winning the race of city treasurer. Again, Mr. Kendall Davis, great young man. Look for him to probably be back in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form in the future, probably running for some different offices as he continues to bloom in his career and things that he has in his pathway. He's got a great got a lot going on, and he's got a lot of great opportunities, and he's got some great ideas, and I look for him to be an asset for the Martinsville City in the future. So again, we'll say congratulations to Ms. Sheila Clark for her victory. Again, we'll jump back over. Again, we haven't seen any new numbers fresh coming in at this point, but again, it looks like 3 out of 4 districts are in for the Collinsville, and it looks like Chris Lawless is 598 over Joe Bryant's 238. Again, that's pretty convenient. It's a larger volume of votes, and it would have to be completely one-sided with this last poll coming in. I do feel like that this is leaning toward a Lawless victory. Again, so it looks like the Collinsville district is looking for some change. They're looking for some new leadership. Let's see what the Blackberry district is looking for. Currently, right now, it looks like Adams is pretty much holding its own. And I will get some fresher numbers here. Phillips, 5,414 over Cartwright's 4,095. That race, my friends, has tightened up. At one point, that was looking plumb one-sided, but as you see, Cartwright did win Martinsville, and those numbers really made a big difference in the way this is being looked at now. Again, Phillips had 1539 in the city of Martinsville. Cartwright had 2310, and as you can see now, that lead has shrank significantly. I'm actually, I didn't think we would see these numbers be this close with Cartwright. We haven't seen a lot of her here at BTW or around in different events that we have been covering. Really kind of shocked to see her numbers and seeing this being a pretty competitive race here, so Mr. Phillips may have his hands full as we get into the end of the election. Again, the rest of our numbers are pretty much still solid the same. We'll take a quick look at the 47th district. Again, Ren Williams is 1,415 over Roar at 514. Again, we'll take a look at the Irishburg Board of Supervisors. Mr. Dillard will continue to stay seated. He did run unopposed. School Board in the horse pasture, Valerie Edwards running unopposed. She will also be reseated with the school board. Irishwood, Mr. Ben Gravely will continue to take his seat, and that's Board of Supervisors as well. And in the Collinsville School Board, Sherry Whitlow was also running unopposed. So again, I'm sure all of those folks are glad to be running unopposed. As the sheriff stated, it's always good to be running unopposed, and people are happy with the way you're doing your job. So again, congratulations to those folks that are running unopposed. They will be reseated. I do think that's a sign of your leadership and a sign of everyone is happy with the way you're running things and the way you're moving forward for the future. I do believe that we're possibly getting into places to where people are looking more about the future than they are the past. So let's take a quick look now at some newer numbers. All right, here we go. Our newer numbers, Phillips at 5909 and Cartwright at 4521. Again, Phillips continues to lead, but if you've noticed, that number is consistently slowing or getting smaller. So Cartwright is definitely in the hunt here for this 48th district. Again, if you're just tuning in, you can see on the bottom of the screen the Commissioner of Revenue. That race has been decided by Ruth Easley. That's 2,267 votes. She will continue the Commissioner of Revenue. And we had both in the city treasurer, two newcomers coming in, but Miss Sheila has won that race as well. Now we'll take and look like we got some more numbers in. Let me get my screen refreshed here. Looks like Ren Williams is taking a little bit larger lead over Roar. Ren Williams, again, this is the 47th District House of Delegates. Ren Williams, 1,864 votes over Roar, 620. Again, we got one more precinct coming in for the Collinsville District. And the Blackberry, we've got three more districts to come in, I believe. We've only got one of those. We are getting some updates for the Blackberry districts for all of you that are watching. Stay tuned. We're going to stay right here, and hopefully we'll get us some fresher numbers here as we move forward. And here we go. New numbers just coming in. Adams at 439 and Ray Reynolds at 364. So that's 3 out of 4. So we've got one more district for Blacksburg coming in, and this has been a pretty tight race. This is going to be a little bit too tight to call. This can still go either way. All right, let's me refresh again. Okay. Again, we'll go over to the Collinsville district. Again, the numbers are a little more substantial with Chris Lawless. I feel like we could almost call this one that Lawless is going to win this race. I do believe the Blackberry district is a little too close to step out on a limb and make that call. And we will find out here shortly. And I think we just got the last district in for Blackberry. Is that correct? That's the last district?
That's 3 out of 3, but I don't know about the absentee.
All right, we got the 3 out of 3. If that be the case, Jim Adams, 951 over Ray Reynolds, 681. Now, this is not including absentees, and I'm not 100% positive on the actual early voting. We're working on getting those numbers as well. So this could be the race for the Blackberry District. It could mean that Jim Adams will be reseated in his position. Ren Williams, 1,864 over Roar 620 is some new numbers that just came in. And again, if you're just tuning in, the information on your screen is as up to date as we can get it. 48th District House of Delegates, Eric Phillip is ahead in that race, 5,909 over Melanie Cartwright's 4,521. You can see on the bottom where you see the green checks, those are races that are now over. They have been finalized. And again, these are unofficial results, but these are the ones that we have now. Now we'll refresh our page and show you some fresher numbers as we see Lawless takes a substantial jump in the last district, 922 over Joe Bryant's 434. And that is going to wrap it up for him. It looks like Chris Lawless is going to take the Collinsville district by almost 50%, close to 50%. So there are going to be some changes in the Collinsville district. Looks like Chris Lawless will be taking the new seat. So we got some new people. We got a new man in town now that's going to be, hopefully he can fulfill the things that he wants to accomplish. And again, I want to say congratulations to Mr. Chris Lawless for not only running his campaign and supporting BTW, but also for everything that he does in the community as well. Again, same thing with Ray Reynolds and Jim Adams. This may be callable already. It could be possible that this race is over as well with Jim Adams, 951 votes versus Ray Reynolds at 681. But I'd also like to say thank you to Ray Reynolds for all your support and things that you've done with the station and things here. And we appreciate all the stuff you do in cleanup and help. And again, congratulations, possibly again, unofficial, congratulations to Mr. Jim Adams as he will remain seated in the Blackberry District. Moving over to the 47th District House of Delegates, Ren Williams at 1,864 votes over Roar 620. Now the 48th district is going to be, it's a pretty tight race, and it's going to be, could be a little tougher. It was looking a little one-sided at first, but then all the numbers from Martinsville came in. Eric Phillips at 5,909 over Melanie Cartwright's 4,521. We have no report yet on early vote or absentees. So it is a possibility that those numbers could make some changes, but we don't have early voting and absentees as now. But we will be calculating those numbers, but I don't believe that it's going to affect the Collinsville district at this time. Or you can see where we have the green checks. Those races we believe are officially over. Unofficially, but officially over in our opinion. What I'm going to do now, again, we're showing you all these numbers as quickly and updated as possible, but we want to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come right back to some live election coverage right here, brought to you in part by your neighborhood network, BTW 21.
Honest, caring, and kind. They have curated a positive hometown culture, and they take the time to listen to you. You're not another number. They treat you like family, and that's what I want in a dental office. Trust me, you'll be glad you went to visit them.
Greensboro Dental Associates, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. Give us a call so we can help you achieve your best smile.
Discover comfort, care, and community at our boutique Fork Mountain North. Enjoy beautiful surroundings, compassionate care, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing your loved ones are in good hands. Whether you're looking for assisted living, independent living, memory care, or a welcoming place to call home, Fork Mountain locations provide a safe, nurturing environment where residents thrive.
Remember when stores had a little bit of everything? At West Franklin Mercantile in Rocky Mount, we still do things the old-fashioned way. From handmade toys and Carhartt bibs to garden tools and work boots, you'll find something for everyone. We'll even special order just what you need. Visit us at 1380 Franklin Street, open Monday through Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. West Franklin Mercantile, where tradition lives on.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
Greensboro Dental Associates is not your average dental office. It's your homey local practice. Everyone is friendly, honest, caring, and kind. They have curated a positive hometown culture, and they take the time to listen to you. You're not another number. They treat you like family, and that's what I want in a dental office. Trust me, you'll be glad you went to visit them.
Greensboro Dental Associates, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. Give us a call so we can help you achieve your best smile.
Discover comfort, care, and community at our boutique Fork Mountain North. Enjoy beautiful surroundings, compassionate care, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing your loved ones are in good hands. Whether you're looking for assisted living, independent living, memory care, or a welcoming place to call home, Fork Mountain locations provide a safe, nurturing environment where residents thrive.
Remember when stores had a little bit of everything? At West Franklin Mercantile in Rocky Mount, we still do things the old-fashioned way. From handmade toys and Carhartt bibs to garden tools and work boots, you'll find something for everyone. We'll even special order just what you need. Visit us at 1380 Franklin Street, open Monday through Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. West Franklin Mercantile, where tradition lives on.
And again, thanks for staying with us here with our election coverage as we'll jump back into the freshest numbers that we have at the current time. Again, the Collinsville District, we're calling that at Lawless, will be the new Board of Supervisors in the Collinsville District at 922 over Joe Bryant's 434. Take a look at Blacksberry District. Jim Adams at 951 will stay seated over Ray Reynolds, 681. 47th District House of Delegates, Ren Williams, 2558 over Roars, 762. Calling that race right now. We're getting more information in as we take a look at the information. Eric Phillips now has taken a significant jump over Cartwright at 6,221 over Cartwright's 4,588. Still waiting on the school board in Blackberry to come in. Again, we still see, well, those numbers have changed. Let me take a look again. Sherry was 896 over Martin, 718. So that's a closer race. It's tightened up, too close to call. Unable to make that call yet. I think there's still yet a precinct coming in. Absentees, I apologize. Absentees are coming in. Commissioner of Revenue, as you've noted, if you've been watching, Ruth Easley, that race has been called as well. 2267 over 1593 over Carmichael. Martinsville City Treasurer, that race has also been called. Sheila Clark with 2,654 votes over Kendall Davis, 1,141 votes. Commonwealth Attorney Patrick Flynn has won this race at 1,968 over Hartzell's 1,676 votes. That is our current, most up-to-date as we have right now. It looks like the 48th district was a little too close to call, but now we're seeing Phillips taking a natural lead in that race. We go back down to the Henry County School Board of the Blackberry District. Another one, a little too tight yet to make that call. So again, as we're waiting on absentees, early votes, as those numbers continue to trickle in, we'll be giving you all those numbers as we get them as accurately as we possibly can. Again, we didn't have the opportunity to interview with some of these that you've seen running here today. We tried our best to get with each and every one that supported us, and some have been very busy today and hard to catch, but we got crews out now trying to get some interview speeches to possibly even get back on the air. But again, showing you these numbers, again, we'll go back to that and just show you right now what you're seeing in green checks is what we're calling unofficially. The race has been called. So it looks like the Collinsville district is indeed wanting some change. And they're going to get that with Chris Lawless. Looks like the Blackberry district is comfortable with the way things were. And they're going to reseat Mr. Jim Adams, again, a 24-year veteran of the Henry County Board of Supervisors. We're going to go ahead and call Ren Williams again. Looks like everyone has been happy with the way he's running things. We're going to call that election. At this point, we're still waiting on our absentees and early voters to come in. As they do, we'll get you those numbers just as quick as we can. But right now, it's kind of a waiting game. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, thank some of our sponsors, and we're going to come back with the most updated numbers we can possibly get you. Stay tuned, and you're watching BTW 21.
Vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Welcome to Martinsville Family Dentistry, your local trusted dental experts. Faithfully serving the Martinsville community since 1978, we offer everything from dental implants to routine hygiene visits. Give our office a call to schedule an appointment and find out why we have over 20,000 happy patients and 1,400 five-star Google reviews. This is Martinsville Family Dentistry. Smile, you're in good hands.
What makes your heart beat? A child's laughter? Dancing with someone special? Your team scoring the winning point? This February, during Heart Month, Sova Health is here to help protect those precious moments. Keep your heart strong by choosing heart-healthy foods, staying active, and knowing your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, and family history. Because at Sova Health, we believe every heartbeat matters. Let's work together to keep your heart healthy for all of life's beautiful moments. Sova Health. Live your healthiest life.
This November 8th, the tradition roars on. The 33rd annual Big Bird Toy Run in memory of Ricky Big Bird Holcomb. Registration starts at 10 a.m., kickstands up at 1. Ride begins at Thunder Road Harley-Davidson in Danville and ends at Sport Lanes in Martinsville. $20 per rider, $25 for doubles, and every dollar helps bring Christmas cheer to local children. Join the ride. Join the tradition. The Big Bird Toy Run, November 8th. Be part of something bigger. Want to win the bike in this ad? Buy your raffle tickets today.
Need new tires? Don't spin your wheels searching. Cunningham Tire has been your trusted local expert for over 50 years. From all season to performance tires, we've got the brands you trust at prices that won't break the bank. Our certified technicians will get you back on the road fast. Visit our locations today. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Welcome to Martinsville Family Dentistry, your local trusted dental experts. Faithfully serving the Martinsville community since 1978, we offer everything from dental implants to routine hygiene visits. Give our office a call to schedule an appointment and find out why we have over 20,000 happy patients and 1,400 five-star Google reviews. This is Martinsville Family Dentistry. Smile, you're in good hands.
And thanks for staying with us here in our coverage for our election night. Again, as we jump back into the numbers, we haven't got any updated numbers at this time, but we do know that Chris Lawless has won the Collinsville Board of Supervisors run, and the Blackberry District, Jim Adams will stay seated as well. 47th District House of Delegates, Ren Williams will stay seated. And we haven't officially checked off Eric Phillips at this point, but the 48th District House of Delegates, Eric Phillips has got a substantial lead that we feel will lead to his victory as well. We take a look at the Henry County School Board in Blackberry. Again, pretty close race, but right now Vestal is ahead 896 over Martin's 718. Commissioner of Revenue, Ruth Easley, will stay seated at 2,267 votes. Martinsville City Treasurer, again, Sheila Clark with 2654. Eric Flynn, 1968, will put him back in. Now we see some more numbers coming in, which is really going to make some jump changes now. Eric Phillips is now at 11,024 votes over 6,718. So now we're seeing probably Pennsylvania County and some of the larger counties beginning to come in. Kind of shocking that he didn't win Martinsville, but it looks like some of the surrounding counties definitely have Phillips' support. Again, Phillips, this is getting a little easier to call now, but this will be, I don't know how many more we've got coming in for Phillips, but right now Phillips with a substantial lead in the 48th District House of Delegates over Melanie Cartwright. Again, these are our numbers that we have now. Again, we're doing some early voting and absentees as those numbers are coming in. Again, I had the opportunity to speak to a lot of these individuals today. I know they're glad. Some of them are already doing some celebration. I know there are some that are at Hugo's, and some are, I think Chris Lawless is at Hollywood Hill tonight celebrating. I know some of them are going to be celebrating even at home. But again, I want to just say to all of you that have run, one, thank you for your commitment and your concern for our community. To step out and to run for any type of political office, you truly have to be what I consider to be all in. You got to be all in for your community, all in for your fellow neighbors and friends in order to take a leap of faith to run for any type of office because your community is 100% depending on you. So that being said, we're going to take another quick commercial break as we wait for some new numbers to come in and we can make these final calls. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Protect those precious moments. Keep your heart strong by choosing heart-healthy foods, staying active, and knowing your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, and family history. Because at Sova Health, we believe every heartbeat matters. Let's work together to keep your heart healthy for all of life's beautiful moments. Sova Health. Live your healthiest life.
This November 8th, the tradition roars on. The 33rd annual Big Bird Toy Run in memory of Ricky Big Bird Holcomb. Registration starts at 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 1. Ride begins at Thunder Road Harley-Davidson in Danville and ends at Sport Lanes in Martinsville. $20 per rider, $25 for doubles, and every dollar helps bring Christmas cheer to local children. Join the ride. Join the tradition. The Big Bird Toy Run, November 8th. Be part of something bigger. Want to win the bike in this ad? Buy your raffle tickets today.
Need new.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Welcome to Martinsville Family Dentistry, your local trusted dental experts. Faithfully serving the Martinsville community since 1978, we offer everything from dental implants to routine hygiene visits. Give our office a call to schedule an appointment and find out why we have over 20,000 happy patients and 1,400 five-star Google reviews. This is Martinsville Family Dentistry. Smile, you're in good hands.
What makes your heart beat? A child's laughter? Dancing with someone special? Your team scoring the winning point? This February, during Heart Month, Sova Health is here to help protect those precious moments. Keep your heart strong by choosing heart-healthy foods, staying active, and knowing your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, and family history. Because at Sova Health, we believe every heartbeat matters. Let's work together to keep your heart healthy for all of life's beautiful moments. Sova Health. Live your healthiest life.
This November 8th, the tradition roars on. The 33rd annual Big Bird Toy Run in memory of Ricky Big Bird Holcomb. Registration starts at 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 1. Ride begins at Thunder Road Harley-Davidson in Danville and ends at Sport Lanes in Martinsville. $20 per rider, $25.
Continual coverage of our election, and the only updates that we've had since our last was Eric Phillips again will go into the 48th District House of Delegates. Now has 11,809 votes over Melanie Cartwright, 6,960. Still a little early for that, but it's beginning to get one-sided now to where we about can officially say it looks like Eric Phillips is going to take the win here. But we're still waiting on more numbers to come in for the Henry County School Board in Blackberry to get the official there. We're also working on some interviews where we were just at so-called a celebration party of a couple of folks. We'll be bringing you that as soon as we can get our hands on that. But as we show you the results again on your screen, you can see that the Collinsville district is definitely wanting some change. Again, they're showing that in their votes here, 922 for Lawless, with the whole new strategy and plan for the Henry County Board of Supervisors. First, we had the opportunity again today, not only did we interview Flynn, but we also had the opportunity of advertising with him and also talking with him on Table Talk and other things as well. We did have the opportunity to catch him as he's celebrating now his first victory as he runs for public office. And this is what Flynn had to say.
Okay, I'm here with Patrick Flynn. So Patrick, how do you feel?
It's still kicking in, honestly. It was a very long road, so it's still surreal. You know, it feels good. Thank everyone for coming out and supporting me. All the supporters that I had that helped me with today. It was really a group effort. And I'm just the people of Martinsville. Thank you for coming out and showing up. And I'm going to do my best for y'all. And I really appreciate it.
Okay, good. I'll say, where do we go from here?
Well, I'll tell you the first thing that's on my agenda. I think I'll go home, sleep for a bit. I'm trying to sleep in a little bit, but really tomorrow I got to go back to work. I mean, the job still goes. I've got a 2-day jury trial starting Thursday, so I've got to look forward to that. I got a jury trial the following week. I think I got jury trials all the way since Thanksgiving, but so right now I think my goal is really just to finish out as the chief deputy. Finish out strong there, and then just like I promised people in Martinsville, day one, I've got a plan for bringing in new programs, how to modernize the office. So January, that's coming. But right now, I'm going to finish being the chief deputy. That's my job right now. I've got some jury trials I got to get done. So that's what's on my mind right now.
All right, fantastic. All right, the last thing.
Yeah.
So where are we celebrating? How are you going to do it?
Well, right here, we're actually here in the old courthouse. This has kind of been a unofficial campaign location for me. Just I've got a lot of supporters that are here, and they've kind of rented out the space for me a couple times. We just kept having meetings here, and really I love this place. I mean, being an old courthouse here in Martinsville, Henry County, it's a very important location. So kind of sentimental to me as well, I think for the whole city and county as well. So that's where we're here. We're just having kind of a small thing here. Got some finger food, just kind of hang out, chill, and I think probably crash pretty soon from this adrenaline rush. So that's what I'm doing here.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. We really appreciate you.
Thank
and
you.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to seeing what you do.
I appreciate it. Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
You too.
There to Patrick Flynn, who has won his first election for the Commonwealth Attorney. 1,968 votes over Linda Hartzell's 1,676 votes. Again, we're still waiting on more numbers for the 48th District to be coming in for the House of Delegates, and also the Henry County School Board in the Blackberry District. We also seen a big celebration at Hugo's, good friend of ours, Hugo's, Armand, as Sheila has taken a victory, and they're excited, and everybody now is kind of relaxed, not so much in party mode, but they're definitely excited about having this victory. This is what Sheila had to say.
Okay, I'm here with Sheila Clark, and you just won. Give me an idea of how you feel right now.
It feels great. It feels wonderful. It's over.
Wonderful.
Now I can continue to do my job.
And that's my next question is where do we go from here?
I'm just continuing to do what I've been doing, being the treasurer. I'm no longer interim. I am the treasurer.
100%.
And I've had a lot of great support, a lot of great encouragement from the community and from my family. So I'm very excited.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now what I'm going to ask you now is, are you going to do a little bit of celebrating?
Absolutely. My family's here. We got to celebrate.
All right. So we're here at Hugo's, and we're going to spend a little time with the family. So enjoy yourself, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And again, congratulations to Sheila Clark, again winning her first election here with the Martinsville City Treasurer. Again, she had 2,654 votes. Again, Kendall Davis had 1,141. So congratulations, Ms. Sheila Clark, on your victory. And now it's going to be time for all of these that have won these elections to get to work tomorrow. So again, now you've got yourself in a position to get out and take care of our community and support all of our neighborhoods and the residents here in Henry County, and also the county as well. As we see, there will be some changes in the Collinsville district with Chris Lawless, as again, he's going to be taking a fresh seat, and we'll have a new incumbent coming in for that Board of Supervisors. Again, Jim Adams, I think this year was his 24th year. Looks like the Blackberry District is going to continue using him to serve in the Blackberry Board of Supervisors, as he will stay seated in office. Ren Williams as well will stay seated in the 47th District House of Delegates with 2,558 votes over Roar's 762 votes. Now, we've been watching this one. It was close but then it kind of changed. Again, we were shocked. Phillips lost the Martinsville with 1539 over 2310. So Cartwright did take Martinsville. Now we're looking at the overall turnout. Is this for the county or the city?
This is for the Henry County.
Henry County. The overall turnout right now out of the potential 37,087 potential viewers, 13,760 has came out and voted. So folks, that is less than 50% of the population came out and voted in the county. Boy, what changes could be made if everybody would come and vote. So I encourage you, if you don't vote, you need to get registered with your registrar and get registered to vote. And you could help the next incumbent stay in, or be like Mr. Lawless, have a new incomer for the Board of Supervisors. So I encourage everybody to get out and vote. Now we'll take a look again at the Commissioner of Revenue, Miss Ruth Easley, who again has won this race over Carmichael. She had 2,267 votes over Carmichael's 1,593. We also had the opportunity to speak to Ruth as she is starting her celebration as well.
Okay, I'm here with Ruth Easley, and she's just won. How you feeling?
I'm exhausted. I am happy to have this behind me. I am so glad that Sheila has done as well as she has. I am really looking forward to working with her as a final treasurer and not the interim treasurer anymore. We've been working together for over 2 decades, so I don't see any changes there moving forward. We are looking forward to working with Rob Fincher, the acting city manager. He's been very inclusive, and it's time to roll up our sleeves and work for the city of Martinsville and get the finances back on track.
All right. So enough. We know exactly what your plan is. Now, what are you going to do tonight to celebrate?
Well, I am celebrating with friends and family and new people that I've met. I've met all of Sheila's family. It was a great time at the polls. People think that it can be contentious, but it's always nice to meet new people and be out. We had great weather today. I intend to finish getting up these god-awful yard signs because I'm tired of looking at them. I absolutely hate. So hopefully within the next 24 hours, those will be erased and nobody has to look at it, and we will be done with this election cycle.
All right. Well, fantastic. I'm glad to have you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you do good work.
Thank you. Thanks.
Again, thanks for staying with us here in our election coverage. And we've got about 4 minutes left here until top of the hour. We'll be signing off. Again, we'll recap what we have here with the Collinsville District. Again, you're going to see Chris Lawless as he's going to take the victory there with 922 votes. We'll jump into the Blackberry District. We're going to see Jim Adams, who will stay seated with 951 votes. 47th District, House of Delegates, Ren Williams is going to stay seated there at 2,558 votes. And we step over into the 48th District, House of Delegates, Eric Phillips, 11,809 votes, which I know there's some more that's going to be coming in, but I honestly do feel like, there you go, Ren Williams. We called that one a little bit. But now the Patrick County, I think, has come in at 7,333 votes over Rohr, 2,166. Again, it's still more in this, but I feel like Phillips has got enough lead. We can almost call this. I feel like Phillips is going to take this victory in the 48th District. Now with some absentees and things of that nature, when we look at the school board and the Blackberry District, this is a pretty close race, but I still think Sheila is going to take this one. Those numbers will probably continue to come a little bit. Let's take a look here. Some more information is coming in. And yes, we're going to go ahead and call Eric Phillips at 11,809. And these, again, are unofficial numbers. We feel like Phillips has taken that victory for the 48th District of House of Delegates. The only one that we don't have all the numbers, I still think that the Henry County School Board, Blackberry District, Vestal will take that political win. Again, these are the numbers that we've got tonight. Hope you have enjoyed keeping up with this. It's been a pretty fast-paced 2 hours. Again, I want to say a special thanks again to everyone that is running or ran for any position. Even if you have lost, I want to say thank you for your commitment to being a part of our growing community and taking the chance of stepping out to help our community continue to grow and to succeed. So it takes a lot to step out of the boat and be a part of that. And I want to thank you for loving and having compassion for your community and wanting it to grow. I said it earlier, being all in. When you take a political position, you're going to be all in for your community and your neighbors. And again, I want to just thank everybody who has run. And again, big call on the back of everybody here you see with that green check, because now it's time to put rubber on the road. It's time to put up or so be shut up and get the job done. So you've been voted in. Now let's get the job done. Let's move forward into making Martinsville and Henry County one of the greatest places in the surrounding counties and world to live, work, and play. So that's me signing off tonight. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Special thanks to all the help behind the scenes. Here tonight, we got just about everybody working, helping behind the scenes, traveling, videoing, doing IT work. Want to thank everyone for making this all work. So they have called Blackberry. In closing, I will say that race is now over. It has been called. Sherry has taken that win in Blackberry. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to our coverage. Again, I'm Chad Hall with BTW 21. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. Good night. Stay tuned. There's more great local programming coming up next.
Start Google reviews. This is Martinsville Family Dentistry. Smile, you're in good hands.
What makes your heart beat? A child's laughter? Dancing with someone special? Your team scoring the winning point? This February, during Heart Month, Sova Health is here to help protect those precious moments. Keep your heart strong by choosing heart-healthy foods, staying active, and knowing your numbers. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and family history.